Alan Steinfeld here at the Pyramid of Quetzalcoatl on the first day of the new year. I just want to show you what's happening here. This is the main courtyard in front of the pyramid. I was with the Academy for Future Science, and we entered the site of Chitza Nitza at daybreak, right at sunrise. And Dr.JJ Hurtak and Dr. Desiree Hurtak gave a small introductory talk to the group.
On this momentous occasion here at Chitza Nitza, we stand before this great pyramidal temple.
We see the first rays of light coming up on a special day. We've passed through the time now of the rising, we'll say, of the solstice sun energy. And we're able to energize, seeing the face above the doorway, connected with an understanding of the higher life, the higher vibration. And it's here also that we find the Temple of the Bearded Man, connected with Quetzalcoatl. But also, of course, we represent that understanding that the bearded ones actually come from a higher aspect of divine intelligence. So there was the knowledge of Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, the one who could take the energies of the earth connected with the serpentine energy or the synthropic energy and put the power of light upon it with the wings of the dove, with the wings of the eagle.
So with this in mind, we ask you to keep in mind the larger depiction. The pyramids here are stepping stones to a much higher cosmic order of divine teaching.
These people over here singing with the white shirts is my good friend Fantuzzi. So it's really exciting to be here at Chitza Nitza as all these different spiritual groups gather to do their own particular ceremonies.
Oh Mateo! Oh Mateo! Oh Matakuyase! Oh Matakuyase! Yom Butik! Yom Butik! Maalo!
Good to see you.
Maalo! Mishabel! Mishabel! Mishba'a! Mishba'a! For la paz.
And the gifts that we are going to share and have to share are so abundant. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Everyone, I love you. 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 We are the love. So be it. So it is.
We have the Keys of Enoch group over there with JJ Hurtak.
Yom Mashiach, hey Mashishi. Yom Mashiach, hey Mashishi. Yom Mashiach, hey Mashishi. Yom Mashiach, hey Mashishi, hey ya, 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 yo, hey wa, hey ya, 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 hey ya.
These are the words of Key 217. This speaks of preparation for the heavenly ascent. And the spiritual communities gathered throughout the world. Yom Mashiach, Hey Mashishi. The ancient words, the Mayan, the Nawa, also reflect on the coming of the collective leadership of the teachers of glory. Also, it is an ancient Hebrew hymn and song for the coming of the Messianic powers.
And we stand before the Temple of 1,000 Pillars. This is a collective manifestation of the hierarchy that will return from the 10 working together to the 100 to the 1,000, ultimately to the 10,000. But it is also a time clock that shows the movement of the solar rays. And now we watch it on the special day of December 21st, 2012.
And so the mathematics here, unlike the tenfold system of Western mathematics, are 20-fold in the sense that calculations can manifest numerical levels of 64 million and above. This is perhaps the only system in the West The other exception being of the ancient Sanskrit that had such large numerical tables of constructing a vibratory temple to the heavens, and we have exercised now a certain use of sacred chants and sacred mantras to externalize what we know from within to be the architecture of the soul.
And let us realize on this special day that we are each one, the warriors, now transformed into the peace builders and peacemakers.
The happy warriors, as singers, architects, musicians, and astronomers who see Homo Galacticus, or galactic humanity. This is the cosmic shift into a higher cosmology.
And so in this new era, on the day after the 2012 event, it is time to be the peacemakers, to be the transformers from the old period of war and destruction to the new time of life and light, in peace and in oneness and in harmony.
We've heard the shofar, the horns in the background, symbolizing people from all nations were gathered at this sacred place of Chitza Nitza, which means also the nurturing from within, from what linguistic analysis tells us, that this is a place not simply of external reflection, but internal movements. In joy and peace and celebration, we send light to all parts of the world, from the north to the south, the east, and the west. The collective Ami Shaddai, the people of light, as it is said in the language of the sages, we say 4 times, Amen,
Amen, Amen, and Amen.
Nosotros no danzamos a dioses,
We don't dance for God.
danzamos a nuestros elementos generadores de vida,
We dance for the elements that generate life.
que nos da el Padre, que es el agua,
That the Father gives us the water,
el viento, nuestra madre tierra,
our Mother Earth,
el fuego,
the fire.
y nosotros unimos estos elementos porque son generadores de nuestra vida,
Because they generate our life.
pero para nosotros nuestro cuerpo es tierra,
But for us, our body is earth.
nuestra sangre es agua,
Our blood is water.
nuestro viento es nuestro aliento,
Our breath is the wind.
nuestro fuego es nuestro espíritu.
And our fire is our spirit.
This dance ceremony was a big focus of the people who entered early, and it was really to celebrate the birthday of this 7-year-old girl, but as a form of initiation. And the dancing in the circles were the signs to this opening of these portals, which is what this great pyramid of Kukulkan really signifies gateways into other realities.
We're very fortunate to have here at this historic moment in time Alan Steinfeld working with us. Alan, could you give us a synopsis of what you feel is so important here at Ground Zero?
Well, in 1987, I met Jose Aguez. He said from 1987, August 16th, was the harmonic convergence. He says from that time, August 16th, 1987, to today, December 21st, 2012, will be the recapitulation of history. Those 25 years will go through the whole cycle of mankind, from our primitive beginnings to the Renaissance to the Great Awakening, and it'll start to spiral into the last few moments right before sunrise today. And today, at this moment, history takes a new path. We go off into a new direction. We break the patterns of what we know and we go into the unknown. That's why today is so remarkable. There's no structure for the future. We're here to make the future ourselves, and we're here to take it in the direction we want to take it. And that's why I'm so happy to be here with you, because you have seen a vision of a higher level of consciousness.
So with the drums and the dances in the background, and knowing that we are part of a higher journey that will take us into what we know to be the House of Many Mansions, is represented here by the many coordinations of the cycles from the sun and moon to the distant star systems. What can we say is so important today?
Well, especially here, I would say the light workers of the planet are gathered here. We have a circle with Mayan dancers. This has been the central focus here for the world to put their energy on this spot so we can start to ground our intention. So I say anyone who's gathered here now can ground an intention of what they want to create from the future. This was the place, this is probably the most well preserved of all the Mayan structures, of all the Mayan pyramids. And I would say at the equinox, Quetzalcoatl descends. At the fall equinox, he ascends the pyramid. At the winter solstice, Quetzalcoatl sits on top of the pyramid, waiting for us to meet him. We are the plumed serpents. We are the bridge between heaven and earth. That's the importance of this moment now.
And we were so happy to hear the Mayan dancers and see them and dance with them, because for a while it was considered that they would not be allowed to do this at the sacred site of theirs. And yet, of course, the authorities have opened now the doors, and we were able to have gathering, sharing, and we also saw the face of Quetzalcoatl appear over the doorway very clearly at the very beginning of the sun rising today. So I think he's smiling upon all of us. He's saying, get out of the lower entropy of the downward spiral that leads to the war and the warriors of the earth, and transform yourself into the upper spiral with new wings, with the angelic wings that take us into being the peacemakers of the planet. And as we dance together, both indigenous peoples, Mayans from all other tribes as well. And with the foreigners who have come together, we share a humanity that is moving together into a greater new era. We have ended the 13th Baktun officially at this time, and now we're moving into the 14th Baktun. We are what we can be. And yes, we can move our hands like the wings of the butterfly. This is what the Mayan dancers have told us. And Hunahku, the supreme god, was connected with the galactic butterfly, the center of the galaxy that swirls around and moves around. And in a sense, when they are dancing their Mayan dances, they are moving like that swirling galaxy.
It's very important also to carry on having worked with the indigenous people of South America. Send the greetings to be with us. It's not simply a celebration of those from North America or even Central America, but peoples all throughout the world who are celebrating this day of consciousness rebirth.
We are the butterflies. This is the day that the planet wakes up, that we as humanity start to merge with our overself, where we start to become the realized being and know our divinity. This is the moment that we have created in time and space for all of us to wake up. And that's why we're here.
May we be blessed in this unity. May we be blessed in the dance of life. May we realize the two hands of God, the male and the female, coming together with the clap, but also with the dance upon the mountaintops of the world. From the mountains, the Andes of South America, to the great Tetons of North America, to the Himalayas of the East, and the great mountains of Africa and South America, let all nations rejoice. The gates have been opened to a higher ascension, a higher privilege of sharing the glories of the divine. So be it, so be it, and so be it. May we always be joyous.
So be it.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chile,
desde Puerto Arenas, la punta de Chile,
to the Arctic Circle, to Finland and to Russia,
Ártico, Finlandia y Rusia,
to gather brothers and sisters from Australia, New Zealand,
a reunirnos con hermanos y hermanas de
to all
Australia y
the
Nueva
countries of North
Zelanda
and South America.
y todos los países de Norte y
We see the
Suramérica.
coming together of the eagle and the condor,
Vemos el advenimiento de la águila y el cóndor.
and then on a higher level,
Y entonces en un nivel superior,
the four doves,
las cuatro
the
palomas,
La Paloma of the north and the south, they meet.
la paloma del norte y del sur se
The
encuentran,
La Paloma of the east and west, they meet.
la paloma del este y el oeste se
The
encuentran.
sign of the cosmic cross is in the heavens.
Y entonces la señal de la cruz cósmica está en
We
los
bless you,
cielos.
Divine Father, for giving us the teaching.
Te bendecimos, oh Padre Divino, por
All
darnos
of
la
the great
enseñanza
languages,
en todos los
the
lenguajes
languages of the
sagrados,
prophets,
los lenguajes de
the
los
languages
profetas, los
in
lenguajes
Sanskrit, the Aramaic,
en
the
sánscrito, en
Hebrew,
arameo,
the Greek,
hebreo,
the Coptic,
griego, copto,
Egyptian,
egipcio,
all of the sacred teachings.
todas las enseñanzas
We
sagradas
bring people together
que reúnen a las personas
for the work of the cosmic ascension
para el trabajo de la ascensión
and the new
cósmica,
sociology of life and
una
unity,
nueva sociología de amor y unidad
and the privilege of bringing food
y el privilegio de traer alimento
to the children who starve
a los niños que tienen hambre,
because they have so little.
porque ellos tienen tan poco.
Wipe away their tears
Por favor, limpia sus lágrimas
with the great teaching
con la gran
and the
enseñanza
great music we bring.
y con la gran música que
And in
traemos.
this way,
Y en este y en
the greater
esta
plan of
forma,
creation shall come,
el planeta de creación vendrá
and we as cosmic
y
citizens
nosotros como ciudadanos cósmicos
shall be one with the house of many mansions.
tenemos uno con la casa de muchas moradas.
Keep us in the
Manténnos
greatness
en grandeza
and the glory
y en la gloria,
and the power
el poder
of your love,
de tu amor,
of your La Paloma,
de tu paloma,
whose head is over Yucatan,
cuya cabeza se encuentra sobre el Yucatán
but whose feathered body is over all North America
y cuyo cuerpo está sobre Norteamérica
and over all South America.
y sobre todo Sudamérica.
As the two come together,
Y a medida que ambas
the
convergen,
dove of the north,
la paloma del norte
the dove of the south,
y la paloma del sur,
we take upon ourselves our mission
entonces tomamos sobre nosotros nuestra
to
misión
tell it, tell it, tell it.
para contarlo, contarlo, contarlo.
The cosmic shift
El cambio cósmico
is now begun.
ha comenzado,
The kingdom has come,
el reino ha venido
and all of the sacred truths shall be told to the nations.
y todas las verdades sagradas serán contadas a todas las naciones
Through our great writers,
a través de los
our
grandes
great teachers,
escritores, de sus grandes
our
maestros
great journalists,
y los grandes reporteros
and most importantly, our great musicians.
y todavía más importante nuestros grandes músicos.
So it is,
Y entonces así es,
and so it is,
y así es,
and so it is.
y así es,
Forever and ever,
por siempre y para
and
siempre,
ever and ever,
y siempre y para siempre,
and ever and ever.
y siempre para siempre.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
End of presentation.